Hello everyone. Today I will introduce my individual reflection, 2 minutes in elevator. During the production of 2 minutes in elevator, I was responsible of editing and playing the role of supporting character A, which made me understand the difference between immersive video and standard video. Traditional video use lens switching and viral calls to guide the audience. Immersive video inframes process and immersions. The individual who observes is not just an ordinary different individual. The audience is no longer a passive observer. On the contrary, they feel as if they are in an elevator. Immersive video put forward higher requirement for the audience experience. In the process of editing, I realized that the same editing log is different when it comes to immersive video. For example, I don't need to cut often, because those cuts will have a bad influence on immersion. On the contrary, I use the rhythm of music and the movement of the room to advance the story. This technology is the major explainer of space storytelling. Music is particularly important when the elevator is crowded with more and more people. I amplified the sound of breathing, footstep, and 3D surrender sound to create the feeling of plush by, so the audience can feel the rising anxiety instead of just looking at it. The most difficult part in the production process is the control of rhythm and the experience of emotion. Because it is impossible to get a short clip, the role and sound design must play an important role in the establishment of the story. After several rounds of experiments and feedback, it is determined that the receiving group is more sensitive to create sounds, such as mobile phone promotes and breathing sound, which have been stressed in the post-production work. In addition, when viewers watch 360-degree videos, they tend to look in different directions. So information must be disturbed, not just in one area. Generally speaking, our team cooperated well, although at the beginning of the production process, we did have different options on whether the project need more complicated narrow. We adopt the simplest method, trying to make the experience itself the most important thing. This made me understand the meaning of less is more when we product immersive media. Therefore, when we review the whole creative process, there is still room for improvement in our future projects. You can add more prices spec location setting to make the experience more interesting. In order to make great progress, I think it is also a good way to test in the per-product stage. Testing the audience line of sight in the early stage of the project can help ensure that all important audio promote can be earliest distinguished. So avoid the time-consuming revision work is the post-production stage. Finally, I think we can try to add more subtle change to the ambient sound, such as different audio promotes for different elevator floors to further enhance the realism and the immersion of the experience. Thank you for listening.